Imagine being fired from your job because you lack imagination and have no good ideas. Sounds absurd, right? Yet this is precisely what happened to Walt Disney. Walt Disney, the man whose name is synonymous with fairy tales and magic, had a start that was far from enchanting. Early in his career, Disney faced a series of disappointments and failures that would have made most people throw in the towel. His first venture, a small company called Laugh-O-Gram Studio, was a dream turned nightmare. Despite his best efforts, the studio went bankrupt, leaving Disney with nothing more than a suitcase filled with clothes and a head full of dreams. But Disney was no ordinary man. He had a vision, a spark of creativity that refused to be extinguished by the chilly winds of failure. He was fueled by an unyielding belief that his ideas held value, and he was determined to share this value with the world. After his initial setback, Disney didn't just dust himself off and try again. He picked up his suitcase, moved across the country to Hollywood, and started from scratch. He continued to create, to dream, to work tirelessly. He knew the road was tough, but he also knew that the only way to fail was to stop trying. And then something magical happened. With a mouse named Mickey, Disney found the success he had been dreaming of. His belief in himself, his resilience in the face of adversity, led him to create one of the most iconic entertainment companies in the world. Today, Disney is a name that brings joy and wonder to millions of people, a testament to the power of dreams and the strength of human will. So, Walt Disney went from being labeled unimaginative to becoming a beacon of creativity for the world. That's the power of resilience. Oprah Winfrey, one of the most influential women in the world, didn't have a smooth start in life. Oprah's journey is a classic tale of rags to riches, a testament to the power of resilience. Born into poverty in rural Mississippi, she faced her fair share of adversities. These included a tumultuous childhood marked by physical and emotional abuse, exacerbated by the lack of stability and support that every child needs. As a young woman, she faced a series of setbacks, including being fired from her first television job as a news anchor. But did she let this deter her? No. She chose to hold on to her dreams, to keep pushing forward. She knew that she had a unique voice and a story to share, and she wouldn't let failure silence her. From these humble and difficult beginnings, Oprah emerged not just as a survivor, but as a beacon of hope for millions around the world. She worked her way up the ranks in the media industry, eventually launching her own television network. Today, she is a global media leader, philanthropist, and a symbol of women's empowerment. Her story is a vivid illustration of how adversity can be a catalyst for growth. It wasn't the smooth road that made Oprah who she is today, but the rocky one. The struggles she faced molded her, made her resilient, and gave her the strength to become the influential figure she is today. Oprah's life story tells us that failure is not a full stop, but a comma, a brief pause before we gather ourselves and move forward. Her journey shows us that our past does not define our future. It's not about where you come from, but where you're going. Oprah's story is a testament to the power of perseverance and resilience. It's a story about turning pain into power, struggle into success. It's about not giving up, not letting your circumstances define you, but defining your circumstances. Oprah turned her scars into stars, her trials into triumphs. She stands as a testament to the power of perseverance. Before the world knew her as the creator of Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling was a struggling single mother living on welfare. She was, in every sense of the word, ordinary. Yet, even in the throes of adversity, she held on to an extraordinary dream. Rowling found solace in the world of her imagination, where she began to weave a story about a young wizard named Harry Potter. But when she finally mustered the courage to bring her story to the world, she was met with rejection, not once or twice, but 12 times. 12 times she was told that her story was not good enough, that there was no market for it. However, she didn't let the rejections deter her. Instead, they fueled her. She had a story that she believed in, a story she felt the world needed to hear. So, she persisted. She continued to knock on the doors of different publishing houses, holding her manuscript close to her heart, and then, on the 13th attempt, something magical happened. A small publishing house, Bloomsbury, decided to take a chance on her story. The Harry Potter series was born, and the rest, as they say, is history. Today, the Harry Potter franchise is worth billions and has touched the lives of countless individuals around the globe. But let's not forget the journey. Let's not forget the woman who was told no a dozen times, yet chose to persevere. J.K. Rowling's story is not just about the success of Harry Potter, it's about the power of resilience and the magic of persistence. She once stated, "It's impossible to live without failing at something unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all, in which case you fail by default." This is the crux of her journey, a testament to the fact that failure is not the end, but instead a stepping stone towards success. Rowling's story is a vivid reminder that sometimes our greatest stories are born from our darkest hours. It tells us that no matter how many times you're knocked down, what truly matters is that you get back up and keep going. The magic of persistence, it seems, is indeed quite powerful. The stories of Disney, Oprah, and Rowling are not just tales of success, they're lessons in resilience and overcoming the fear of failure. Each of these individuals faced significant setbacks on their path to greatness. Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper for lacking creativity. Oprah Winfrey faced poverty and abuse in her childhood. J.K. Rowling was rejected by 12 publishing houses before finally finding success with Harry Potter. But did they let these failures define them? Absolutely not. One common thread we see in all these stories is persistence. Disney didn't let his firing dampen his creative spirit. Oprah didn't let her past dictate her future. Rowling didn't let rejection stop her from sharing her magical world with us. Their persistence wasn't just stubbornness, it was a belief in themselves, a conviction that they had something valuable to offer the world. Resilience is another key trait shared by these individuals. Life knocked them down, but they got back up, dusted themselves off, and kept going. They understood that failure isn't the end of the road, but a stepping stone on the path to success. They learned from their mistakes, adjusted their strategies, and moved forward with renewed determination. And then there's the belief in oneself. Despite the obstacles they faced, these individuals never doubted their abilities. They knew their worth and refused to let others' perceptions cloud their self-view. They believed in their dreams and their ability to make them come true. So what can we learn from these stories? That failure isn't something to be feared, but embraced. That it's okay to make mistakes as long as we learn from them, that we should never let others' opinions define us, that we need to believe in ourselves even when the world seems to be against us. These lessons aren't just relevant for big dreams and ambitious goals. They apply to everyday life, to the small challenges we face, and the personal battles we fight. Failure isn't a full stop. It's just a comma, a pause before we gather our strength and continue our journey. We all have dreams, goals, aspirations, but often the fear of failure holds us back. Let's delve into the fear of failure, a formidable foe that lurks in the shadows, whispering doubts and conjuring images of disappointment. It's a universal experience, an emotion that clings tightly, weighing us down, but it doesn't have to be a constant companion. Imagine a world-renowned author, her books devoured by millions worldwide, yet before the spotlight she faced rejection after rejection, 12 publishing houses turning their backs on her. This author was J.K. Rowling, and the book was Harry Potter, a name that now resonates in the hearts of millions. Despite the fear of failure, she persisted, teaching us that failure can be a stepping stone to success. Next, consider Thomas Edison, a man whose name is synonymous with invention. Yet, his journey to the invention of the light bulb was paved with thousands of unsuccessful attempts. He once said, "I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." In the face of failure, he chose to see opportunity, a lesson in what not to do, pushing him one step closer to success. The key here is perspective. Fear of failure can paralyze us, or it can propel us forward. It all depends on how we choose to view it. Instead of seeing failure as a dead end, we can view it as a detour, a learning opportunity, a chance to grow and improve. So how do we overcome this fear? Start by acknowledging it. Recognize that it's okay to fail, that it's a part of the process. Then shift your focus. Concentrate on the journey rather than the destination. Celebrate small victories, learn from your mistakes, and remember it's okay to ask for help. Remember, every failure brings you one step closer to success. It's not about how many times you fall, it's about how many times you get back up. Now it's your turn. It's time to face your fears and take that next step. We've journeyed together through stories of resilience, tales of individuals who, despite setbacks and failures, emerged stronger and more determined. They didn't allow the fear of failure to paralyze them. Instead, they embraced it, learned from it, and used it as a stepping stone towards their dreams. Let's consider the lessons we've learned. Walt Disney showed us that rejection and failure are not the end but the beginning of a new journey. He didn't let the bankruptcy of his first companies stop him from creating a world where imagination reigns supreme. From the story of rags to riches, we learned that our circumstances don't define us. Instead, it's our grit, our determination, our unyielding belief in ourselves that shapes our destiny. The magic of persistence taught us that sometimes success is simply a matter of not giving up. It's about standing firm, even when the world around us is shaking with doubts and fears. We've learned that every failure, every setback is a lesson in disguise. It's an opportunity to learn, to grow, to become stronger. Now, we challenge you to apply these lessons to your own life. To face your fears, to embrace your failures, to persist in the face of adversity. Remember, resilience isn't about never falling, it's about getting back up every time you fall. It's about keeping your eyes on the prize even when the road is rocky, even when the journey is long. Don't let the fear of failure stop you. It's not a signal to turn back, but a challenge to push forward. It's not a roadblock, but a stepping stone towards your dreams. Embrace it, learn from it, and let it propel you towards your dreams. Remember, it's not the destination, but the journey that matters. And every step you take, every risk you take, brings you one step closer to your dreams. Don't let the fear of failure stop you. Embrace it, learn from it, and let it propel you towards your dreams. In the end, the choice is yours. Life is filled with opportunities, but it's up to you to seize them. Remember the stories we've shared today, the setbacks, the trials, the moments of doubt, and how each individual bounced back with resilience, stronger than before. These aren't just stories, they're lessons. Lessons of courage, determination, and most importantly, resilience. They're proof that setbacks are not the end, but merely a stepping stone on the path to success. Fear is natural, it's a part of life. But it's not a cage, it's a challenge, a test of our mettle. Don't let it hold you back, embrace it, face it, and let it propel you forward. Success is waiting for you, it's just a step away. A step that requires courage, a step that demands you to face your fear. So what are you waiting for? Face your fear, take that step and start your journey towards success. Remember, you are stronger than you think, and the only real failure is not trying at all.